Hello everyone. Today's topic of discussion is identification of the histological section of the duodenum part of the small intestine. So, the contents we have to discuss, that what is the small intestine, then we will discuss about the histological section of the duodenal part of the small intestine, then we will understand the identifying characters of the small intestine part duodenum. So, what is small intestine? If you look carefully, you will see that what is the location of the small intestine in our body. So here the stomach part, you can say this is the stomach part, and this is the large intestine part. So it is started just after the stomach and it is continued up to the large intestine. So it is a part that is sandwiched between the stomach and the large intestine. So it is a part of the gastrointestinal tract, which is also known as GI tract. This organ comes under the digestive system, definitely, because it helps in the digestion. It is supplied with the superior mesenteric artery and the hepatic portal vein, very important. It is about 20 feet or 6 meter long and folded. Folded you can see here, and if we make it straight and measure with the tape, then it will come almost near about 20 feet, more but not less. Although it is longer than the large intestine, it is called small intestine because it is smaller in width. That means the diameter of the small intestine is smaller than the diameter of the large intestine. So it is called small intestine. Now we will see about the different parts of the small intestine. So this is the duodenum part, as you can see, which is just the part after the stomach, this purple part. And then comes the jejunum part, which is the middle part of the small intestine, just comes after the duodenum. Then the jejunum part continued up to the ileum, which is considered to be the last part of the small intestine, and this ileum part is attached with the large intestine. So the small intestine has three distinct regions or parts like the duodenum, jejunum and ileum. Now what is the importance of the small intestine in our body? It helps in the absorption of the nutrients and minerals from the food takes place. It receives the bile and the pancreatic juice, very important. It receives the bile, this is basically the duodenum part of the small intestine. It receives the bile and the pancreatic juice through the pancreatic duct to help in the digestion. So it is a very important part of the gastrointestinal tract. Now we will see about the histological structure. So this is the lining epithelium. So these are the lining epithelium. You can see these finger-like projections are called villi. Now you can see that there are different coats. This is the mucosa. This is the total mucus coat. Then comes the submucous coat. This total area comes under the submucous coat. And in the submucous coat, you can see the Brunner's gland, which is called the duodenal gland. There are presence of the artery and the vein, and after the submucous coat come the muscular coat. This is the muscular part made up of the smooth muscle, which helps in the propagation of the food all throughout the different parts of the small intestine and ultimately into the large intestine. Lastly, there comes the serous coat. So four coats are there: mucus, submucous, muscular and serous, and the presence of the Brunner's gland. Now I want to tell you something, that you can see that some parts are marked here. When you are going to draw this structure in your laboratory notebook, then when you will level it, just level these parts which are marked red, not the other parts. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because you have to identify, or you have to level only those parts which you are observing under high power objective of the microscope. Okay, so this is the histological structure, and it is the longitudinal section, not the transverse section. So what are the identifying characters? As we have just discussed, presence of mucus, submucous, muscular and the serous coats, presence of the Brunner's gland in the submucous coat. When you will identify the Brunner's gland under the high power objective of the microscope, then you will be sure that you are observing mammalian small intestine and the duodenum part of the small intestine. Some references are given. So friends, thank you very much for your listening. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon so that you can get the notification of all the videos that I upload on the educational aspects. So this part will be continued up to part 10, where I am going to discuss about the identification of the histological section of the jejunum, that is the second part of the small intestine. So long, have a nice day.